All right. Shalom Yashala. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waha Rakah Kodash Barakatham. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And also salutations to the select number of Aquat that they're listening. This lesson right here, man, is it's which we all try to do through the spirit, get straight to the point, man. Like, hey, this place as we know it is decaying, man. It's crumbling right before our eyes, man. With from anywhere you want to look, any standpoint, look at how marriage rates are going, and look how this inflation has been going, and and we're really in a recession, man. He doesn't want to come to the point to just tell people, because of course it's going to cause panic. But what causes more panic is going to be the absolute truth, man. Jobs are being cut, gas is going back up, eggs are high as hell. They try to so-called give you a deal on chicken wings knocked down $2, but in some cases, hey, it may help, a family of three to a family of six, who knows, right? But I'm gonna let this excerpt of this video play, man, just to show how this trend is gonna continue to go, man, and how many more people are gonna be affected by it, man. Okay, I'll let this clip play, then I got some scriptures.
Company Alphabet is the latest tech giant to slash its workforce, announcing cuts today of 6%. In an email to employees, the company's CEO said it had hired for a different economic reality than the one we face today. Google, with 12,000 employees cut, joins other big tech companies that ramped up hiring during the pandemic. Microsoft this week said it would slash about 10,000 workers. Amazon began layoffs expected to impact 18,000 employees. All this after Meta said late last year it was letting go of 11,000. Smaller tech companies have also been reducing headcount.
For me, it was my first time, so it was a little bit of a gut punch.
In Louisville, Kentucky, Amber Fields was laid off 2 weeks ago from her job at online styling service Stitch Fix. How easy or hard is it to find a job in tech right now?
It's very difficult. There's a hiring freeze. There's a backfill freeze. Like, we're not just not hiring, we're also not replacing the roles that we just laid off.
With the unemployment rate at a historic low 3.5%, experts say the tech sector layoffs seem contained so far.
The question is whether there'll be just a ripple or an avalanche.
The Fed forecasts unemployment rising to 4.6% this year as it raises interest rates. That could mean 1.8 million more Americans losing their jobs. Amber is taking the time to work on her own startup project.
This is why I go beast mode, is because I got a little person looking at me like, so what are we eating today? I'm like, you're right. Let me figure that out.
Tens of thousands of workers now in the same boat.
And Brian, looking at the big picture, how difficult will it be for some of these laid-off employees to find work?
Lester, well, it's not going to be easy, but the latest numbers that we have show 10.5 million job openings in this country. The challenge is that as sectors like tech and now also finance see pullbacks, is there a match between the positions that are...
Hey, and all he was going to continue to say, Salakia, because I did that through an app, the recording of it. Just the trend is continuing, but it's not looking as it appears, kind of like what I was saying before the video started. It's not, as it appears, because they don't want people to panic. But hey, when bills continue to add up, there's no government assistance. There's no more legislation to send out checks. Okay, it's about to get hard body out here, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Who are those strong men? Those strong men are what's they just showed his name. Was it Serdon Pacha, that I believe he was a Elamite, right? If I'm not mistaken, of that he's the CEO of Google. Okay, he said they hired for different reasons, during the pandemic for economic reasons, but it's not matching up. It's not aligning what they foresaw, you know? And we know, it's, the how they always foresee really anything is to man get as much bread as they can, and hey, if they gotta hurt some feelings and hurt some pockets and bank accounts, they'll do that. But at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, it's all in the hands of Yahweh Bashmi Al Shah. You dig? I'll continue reading. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay, the grinders cease. How's the grinding ceasing? Well, look at the avenue for tech. That's what everybody's been hearing for the past couple of years. How because technology has changed. And we all understand that. But what have we been hearing for the past over, if I'm not mistaken, close to 10 years? I'll be fair and say 10 years, right? Silicon Valley, Silicon Valley, Silicon Valley. Because what you have a lot of people investing in the Silicon Valley, these startups, and you have former athletes, big names. You have your instances with how Bitcoin is going now. With your cryptocurrency. Everything is being brought to the light. How, man, this place is about to belly up, man. Okay. And we're in a time where, and let me read the last part again. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. It's going to be gloomy as hell. It's gloomy as hell now. Whether it's a sunny day, rainy day, rain, sleet, snow, it's going to be gloomy as hell, man. When you can't feed yourself, okay? Or when you can't feed your children, or you can't feed your wife, okay? Think about people who have long-term disabilities and so forth, man. It's about to turn up. This is verse 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Okay, we understand that to be what? The quality of music, man, being brought down. There's no joy in music, man. Everything that had this so-called what's the term? The term has slipped my mind. This man, the terms, but of something of high value, the top quality, I shall say. I can't think of the word at the moment, Salakia. But hey, and let me read verse 4 again. And the door shall be shut in the streets. And honestly, this particular scripture right here reminds me of when the pandemic happened, man. And we had curfew. Only time you should really be out is when you was when you was going to work, or you was going to a restaurant. Everybody, and that affected the economy a lot, man. Okay, but there's nothing of great quality out here now, man. You got grocery stores now that don't need a lot of people, that have self checkout that they're utilizing. They're getting to the point where they're gonna have robots serving you food at these restaurants now. Everything is on a very sucky level right now, man. This place is done for, man. Everything is it sucks, man. It sucks to be given, your walking papers, because a lot of people go hard for their company. To get their daily bread, and to find out you're terminated through an email is very tacky. It lacks integrity. It lacks respect. It lacks the appreciativeness that they're supposed to have, the appreciation that they're supposed to have for their employees who, bust their ass, work. These people don't care, man. Just another number for their quota, man. It really don't matter to them. Verse 5. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond trees shall flourish, and the grasshoppers shall be a burden. Okay? And how so? Hey, man, these That and that grasshopper shall be a bird. It's like the people gonna be moving in the spirit. Like when you go. Matter of fact, let me get that. Bear me, Baba Kosha. When you look that up in the New Testament, it gives a great detail about it. So like you bear me, Baba Kosha. There we go. Remember him before you become fearful of falling and worry about dangers in the streets. And that's going into who? The Most High, man. Because the scripture goes also into the days of thy youth, man. You know, to get this truth while you can, you know, for you young Akion, man. You know, remember him before you become fearful of falling and worry about danger in the streets, before your hair turns white like an almond tree in bloom, being stressed the hell out, and you drag along with energy like a dying grasshopper. That stood out to me, man. That stood out to me. You know, because people are very sluggish. People are very tired in this rat race, okay? And drag along without energy like a dying grasshopper, and caperberry no longer inspires sexual desire. Man, people, because I believe I made mention of that. People are no longer desiring to be married, man. Everybody's always tired, stressed the hell out. You know, this trend is gonna have an uptick. We're gonna see a lot more. Okay. So that's, you know, the natural state of the man, the natural state of the woman is on the brinks, because Babylon the Great, man, has used and abused the lost tribes as well, man. First and foremost, we've been used and abused, man. This place has done all it can do, man, and it's time for it to come to an end. Okay, remember him before you near the grave, your everlasting home, when the mourners will weep at your funeral. Okay, I also remember at the time of the pandemic, you couldn't even attend a funeral. It was only for like a small number, man. It was only for a small number, man. So understanding that, you know, it's going to be an uptick of these Salaki, it's going to be an uptick of unemployment, more loss of jobs, more homelessness, more van life videos on YouTube, more people committing suicide because they just can't take it no more. You know, the grinding is ceasing, you know. And I also, I definitely gotta get this. Then I'm gonna close out on this. This is Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So it's gonna be a lot of people who, hey, all these get-togethers, that's gonna cease too. You know, all these get-togethers and cookouts and food giveaways. You know, I haven't seen too much of that as of late. It got to the point where people started tapping out as far as those food pantries, those food drives. It's all tapped out, man. So once again, there's going to be an uptick of more poverty to come, man. Everybody's going to be on the same playing field here in a few. So if you're not of the elect, you know, you're going to be done for, man. You know, so if you're not an Israelite and you're of the elect, you're going to be done for, man. The men of the Lord, you know, his prophets, you know, loosely paraphrasing, you know, his prophets shall eat. You know, the body will be fine, but all these regular Joes, 24/7, you know, got to get to the bag. Hey, hard to get to the bag when it's closed up, you know. But that's all I had on this. Abaratazah, this is edifying for the body. Once again, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waharakako Dash Barakathum. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam, pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat that they're listening. Shalom.